Well, there you are, guys. It finishes at St James's Park. Newcastle United 1, Southampton 0, and it wasn't the game we expected it to be, and that was mainly due to an absolutely disgusting performance from the referee, Craig Pawson. Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't seen a replay of the sending off for Fabian Schär. Apparently, it was the correct decision in the end. The VAR looked at it and decided that it was a red card offence. But it wasn't just that. The first 20 minutes of the game, Newcastle United didn't really play very well at all. The passing was off. We didn't seem really sharp. But that probably, if we're honest, would have got better as the game went on. We would have sorted ourselves out. I mean, no doubt about that. However, he books Lewis Hall for a shirt pull very early in the game, and then Southampton get away with about 8 of them, and there's no yellow card. He set a precedent for himself, Craig Pawson, and throughout the game, his decisions were just baffling. Bruno made the second half, made a brilliant tackle. Anthony Gordon was away, and he gives a free kick. It's just a sham, guys, as far as I'm concerned. Craig Pawson, I haven't been his biggest fan over the years anyway. I don't think he's a very good referee, and for me, today just proved that. He was absolutely shocking. But let's look at the game in general. Newcastle, the starting lineup pretty much was as we expected. Livramento and Hall as the fullbacks, and he started with Fabian Schär and of course Dan Burn, which we kind of expected to happen as well. Let's be fair. Bruno captain was a bit of a surprise, especially when Dan Burn's in the side. Normally you would expect Dan Burn to captain the side, but he didn't. It was Bruno, and look. As I say, the game started and Southampton were knocking the ball around much better than us for the first 20 minutes. I don't know what it seemed like on the TV or through commentary, but me and Stato sitting there watching the game, we were very surprised at how lethargic we were. We just couldn't seem to get going. But it's the first game of the season when the pressure's really on. You're bound to get a few sort of rusty starts to games. But as I say, the game all changed on the sending off. But again, Pawson made a rod for his own back there. He should have penalised Southampton earlier. He didn't, and everything just got out of hand. And then Brereton Diaz goes down like he's been shot. Like I say, I haven't seen a replay of it, but from what I gather, Fabian Schär goes in with his head. Look, you're going to get a red card for that these days. It's just the way football is. So Fabian's been a bit silly there. Shouldn't really have done it, and ended up getting a red card for it, which put us in the shit. Having said that, I thought we defended magnificently, and it's what you want to see. When you're down to 10 men, you're up against it, and you're throwing yourselves in front of shots. To be honest, Southampton were powder puff in front of goal as far as I could see. A few shots here and there, but nothing that really hurt us. They had an offside goal, which it was offside. It was miles offside. But then, even second half, Nick Pope makes a brilliant save. They missed a couple of shots high and wide. But the chances that they did have, I think Lewis Hall cleared one off the line as well. But we defended brilliantly. A couple of times Lewis Hall lost the ball in really dangerous situations, but he will learn from that. But what I really did like was the resolute performance. Joe Linton's goal he took really well. Again, our guest on Thursday night on the preview show said that Alex McCarthy had a mistake in him, and that was definitely the case this afternoon. Gives it away. Isak just puts a brilliant ball on a play for Joe Linton. But Joe Linton was very, very calm about it, very astute, very good finish. He had 2 defenders in front of him on his left, and he just curled it into the corner. 1-0. Right before half-time, really perfect time to score given the way the game was going. So I was delighted when they went in 1-0 up. Pawson got what he deserved at half-time and at full-time, to be fair. I would have liked us to see a little, well, not a little, but a couple of substitutions before he actually made them. Again, he held on, didn't he, till Eddie o'clock, round about the 67th minute. And I don't know why he does this, guys, but it just seems like he finds that the perfect opportunity to make a change. I thought we looked a little bit tired, and maybe could have made a change a little bit earlier, but he didn't. And that's Eddie, guys. That's the way he is. He's very set in his ways. Player-wise, Anthony Gordon didn't seem with it today. I thought he looked off the pace completely, but that's That's, to be fair, understandable. He's had, 45 minutes of pre-season football since coming back from, obviously, the Euros. And it kind of showed that he just wasn't quite up to speed of some of the other players. I thought Joe Linton put a brilliant performance in, really battling hard. Bruno himself working really hard in the middle of the park. Even Sean put himself around. Sean Longstaff ran around and got tackles in. And I loved the tackle on Brereton Diaz just after the sending off. He went in really hard and strong on Brereton Diaz. And what I loved about it was that as they were walking away, Sean had a word with him and let him know exactly what he thought of him. But, we did okay. I thought, like I say, first 20 minutes, I thought we were a bit off at the back. We were just getting used to play each other, the full-backs, and everything was a big change from last season. But then, of course, Kraft had to come in and do a job, which he did, as you'd expect Emil Kraft to do. He comes in and he just does a job. And at the end of the day, it's a clean sheet with 10 men, guys. It's a clean sheet. It's a 1-0 win. It's 3 points. It's exactly what you want from the start of a season. Not the game we wanted, not the scoreline we maybe thought we were going to get, but at the end of the day, it's a 1-0 win and it's 3 points on the board straight away. What do we do now centre-back-wise? That is the question. Is now a chase for a centre-back a necessity because we know Fabian's going to be out for 3 games? We need another centre-back. I know we've got Lloyd Kelly there to come in, or Emil Kraft for that matter, but we need pace. One thing that we could see there, certainly in the first half, was Southampton were hurting us with pace. And that was quite noticeable, actually, a few times when they were breaking in on us. And you know what? Maybe it's just a signal that we will go for a centre-back. Other than that, I can't fault the lads. The lads put in 100%. Like I say, a bit rusty. But at the end of the day, they got the result and they deserved that result, working so hard. We were down to 10 men. The referee was completely against us from the word go. That was quite obvious. I really do not rate Pawson as a referee. I've said it many, many times before. I thought he was dead against us from the start today. But everything that went against us, there was a lot of positives, though. Everybody came out of that ground absolutely delighted that we got the 3 points. It was all about that today. Once we went down to 10 men, you were thinking, yep, it's just get something out the game now. Hang on, even if it's just a point. But, we scored that goal and then we defended resolutely. We really did. And the lads should take a lot of praise for that. But moving forward, I think we do need a centre-back. I think we do need a right winger. Jacob Murphy obviously couldn't get into the game. He was taken off when the substitution was made. But again, a great attitude from Jacob Murphy. He was taken off, no complaints. He knew that Newcastle United needed to put a defender on. And unfortunately, he was the man that got taken off. But again, fantastic attitude from him. But you know what it is, guys? It's 3 points to start the season. That's the most important thing. But let me know in the comments what you thought. What did you think of Fabian Schär? Was he stupid? What do you think about Pawson? Was the referee the centre of attention for all the wrong reasons today? For me, in that ground, he got what he deserved from the fans because he was terrible. But let me know what you guys think. Who stood out for you? Who didn't? Put it all in the comments, and of course we will discuss it all in the match review tomorrow night live at 7 o'clock, where you'll get our thoughts and the player ratings, of course, so join us then. But thank you very much for watching the video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit the thumbs up button, and of course if you're new and you like what you see on the channel, please do subscribe. It is free to do so, but make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. But thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we will see you back for the live tomorrow for the match review. But it's 3 points for the Toon to start the season. How are the lads?